All right, friends, we back with another video. It's Greg Doucette. Greg Doucette is reviewing a video on this guy. He tells him to shut the you-know-what up. Bread is sugar, rice is sugar, pasta is sugar, fruit is sugar, cereal is sugar. Man, it's true. Everything is sugar. But, okay, let's see what he has to say. So, he says, Greg Doucette says, Eddie Abbew, shut the F up. All right. Let's review this video.
It's not just me. Other people are starting to wake the fuck up and realize that Eddie is a meme. He's a joke in the fit.
No, he's not. He's actually absolutely correct when he says, stop eating fake food and this is real food, when he shows you like meat. Meat is real food. That's your natural food. And all these fake man-made foods, Greg.
This industry. Coach Reg, in today's video, Eddie Abbew has gone too far, as if he hasn't already. I've been talking about this guy for several months. People think I'm jealous, envious, and so on.
You are, Greg. You are jealous and envious because he's smarter than you. You're stupid. But no, maybe because he hinders your business, he disrupts your business of fakeness. Because that's what you sell, Greg. You sell fake. What you sell is a fantasy, fake to people out in the real world. Fake diets that don't work, fake muscles on drugs, cosmetics, this, that. Fake testosterone to build create more fake muscles, and a bunch of supplements in your fake anabolic death book and everything else. Who the hell buys cookbooks in the year 2024? Give me a break, man.
Yeah, as if I need his millions of dollars. As if he has that yet. And I've been calling the BS that I've seen on social media.
Does it matter? Does he have to have millions of dollars? I know. You need the millions of dollars because of the manlet, the fucking, what do you call this? The Napoleon complex that you have, the little man complex. Yes, okay.
For years. Remember, more spews for more views. And so when he says, wake the cookbook up and says,
I have news for you, Greg. The McLaren you bought and the cars and the house and everything and the loss of your girlfriend and all that, none of that is going to help you. None of that's going to change what you are. A manlet, bro. Get it? With a complex. The manlet complex, the Napoleon complex, dude. It is never going to change. Never. And I mean never, no matter how much money you make on your crappy YouTube channel or selling these crappy products to people or faking them with fake muscles, fake cookbooks, fake stuff, and eating sugar all day, it's never going to amount, you're never going to amount to anything. That trophy that you got, or no, the pro card, because you've never won anything. The pro card that you got a pro card to compete in the IFBB Pro. That's great, yeah. And you use that, why? On your channel. I'm IFBB Pro and all that. I know, to push product, dude. You need it to fulfill that void that you have because you never grew up tall and handsome. I'm sorry, you've got failed genetics, man.
This is shit. Y'all eat it up. It's funny. It's an old man. He's in his 60s. He's older than even Coach Greg, the gray beard. But this time, he's gone too far. And his latest post, of which everyone is talking about, and he's smart enough to know that when he says things that make absolutely no sense, that it's going to make him even more popular. And so in today's latest post, bread is sugar. Rice is sugar. Pasta is sugar. Fruit is sugar. Cereal is sugar. And so
It is sugar. Everything is sugar. It's sugar. What part do you not understand, Greg? It is sugar. It is sugar.
Things sugar. And so, of course, the more ridiculous the post, the more comments you're going to get, the more
ridiculous. What is so ridiculous of it? It is sugar. What part do you not get? It's sugar. It's not meat.
Likes, the more attention.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000?
Sugar isn't made equal, though, Eddie. Eddie's response, sugar is sugar, whatever the source.
That's right, and I agree with him 100%. It is. That's what it is. Sugar.
Remember, I've commented on multiple posts. Coach, you're just looking for drama. You're talking about Eddie for views. No, I'm trying to actually teach you about the nonsense that he's spewing. I've said, Eddie.
What nonsense is he spewing? That everything is made, that it's made from sugar? What are you talking about?
It's different if you get your sugar from fruits than you do from other sources.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Hey, listen to Greg. It's different if you get your sugar from fruits than from different sources. It's the same.
Oh, he never said not to eat fruit. Fruit is sugar. And so do you really think it's going to do the same thing to your body? That it's all
Yep, it's all harmful and it's going to do the same thing to your body. It destroys mitochondria. That's what it does. Your mitochondria function better on animal fat. They don't function good on sugar. That's why people are always on the edge and messed up today.
harmful, whether you eat sugar as a...
Okay, let's just put it this way. Sugar is from plants. Sugar is a drug, is a legalized drug. Much more powerful than cocaine. That's the truth, man. It is definitely extremely powerful, extremely addictive, and it keeps you eating. If it's not the sugar, then why do they keep putting sugar in all these weird man-made foods then? Why do they need that in there? To addict you, because they taste like shit. Plants taste like shit. So they put sugar in there to fool you. Why do you put sugar in your coffee? You're drinking coffee. Why are you putting it in there? Because you taste what? The poison. When you drink coffee, it tastes what? It tastes like shit, right? What that shit taste? What's that shit taste? That's the poison you're tasting. Duh. That sour, that awful taste, that nasty black coffee taste is poison. You're drinking poison. So what do? You mask it with what? Sugar. Yeah.
licorice or a jelly bean versus, for example, you're eating sugar from strawberries, blueberries, tomatoes.
What about them, Greg? They have sugar too. They're in there.
And grapes? I certainly hope not.
Wow, grapes. The content of sugar is really high in grapes, man. Jesus.
And so imagine if you're a parent of a child and
this is all sugar. It's sugar, cellulose, and toxins, and some water. Okay.
you're an Eddie Abbew
Is sugar a vitamin? Is it an amino acid? What's sugar exactly? See what I mean? What is it? It's a drug, dude.
supporter. I mean, who wouldn't be? What a great human being. And you're thinking, I want to be healthy. After all, Eddie has called out all the processed foods of the world. That's bad. We shouldn't eat processed foods. I'm not against that message. Nothing wrong with him saying that. But when he lists almost every single carb source out there and says this is all bad, it's ruining your gut.
It is, because it's engineered by man. What do you mean processed food? These foods are engineered by man. They cannot be found in nature, Greg. It's kind of obvious. Are you that stupid, Greg, or what? Wow, Greg's fucking out.
But there's something you need to know about Eddie. You have a child, let's call him a 10-year-old child, and you're saying, you know what? I know you want to eat that banana and that apple, but you can't have it anymore. It's sugar. It's his sugar. It is sugar.
No. They're not. He's not saying that. Why don't you go out and eat an original banana out in the forest in nature? Go find one. Go and look for that. Go find it. Go eat it, Greg. You think you want to eat it? You think you want to eat that shit? Listen, I have these apples. They grow up north. They're natural. They grow up there. They're tiny. They're green, and they taste like shit. You want to eat that? They're not. They haven't been engineered. But if you want to eat engineered stuff, go on these farms. They'll engineer them for you, make them nice and sweet.
Shit. But Mom, I want to have some rice with my steak tonight. You don't get to eat rice. Arroz, none for you. No come arroz in Spanish, we would say. And so the child says, Mama, quiere beber?
Mama, can I eat some toxic seeds called rice so the toxins come out with arsenic in it? Mama, can I arsenic myself better than the last time? Can I poison myself with arsenic? Yes, here, have some rice, son. Fucking Greg's really retarded, isn't he? He's crazy.
Leche. And the mom says, I'm sorry, you can't drink milk. There's lactose. There's sugar in that milk. And this.
Well, here's the thing. If they weren't around because they're for marketing purposes to steal your money, then you wouldn't be eating them now, would you, Greg? You'd be eating your natural diet out in nature, what you would eat, animals. So that's what you'd be feeding your kids. So they get, they eat a normal diet, and that's what they would know growing up is this is my natural diet. But of course, you're marketing these things to try to make money off people, feed them slave diets because maybe there's not enough animals out there. So let's start with the slaves already thousands of years ago. Let's give them bread. Let's give the slaves bread, this, that, whatever, because there's not enough animals around in the area where we live because we're not nomadic anymore, running around where the animals go all the time, chasing after them and eating them. See, we're steady. We stay in one steady place called cities and villages and stuff. We don't move around anymore. So any of the animals around the village or anywhere, they're all killed already. We ate them all. Jesus.
The child says, well, what can I have? And they say, oh, beber agua. That's it. You get water. That's it. And so do you really think that parents around the world should only be
Damn, look at that steak, man. Now that's food right there, meat. That rare steak, yummy.
feeding their kids steaks and eggs from now on?
Yeah, Greg. Steaks and eggs. Yes, meat and seafood. Yeah, Greg.
Drink milk, that's it? Because this is shit? And so
Yes.
let's now talk about the...
Yes, Greg, because it's shit. Fake man-made food will always be shit. Nature will always be better than man. And man can never do better than nature, ever.
elephant in the room. Literally, Eddie Abbew. Eddie Abbew is a former professional bodybuilder. He stood on stage against the likes of Ronnie Coleman, an 8-time Mr. Olympia champion. He was an IFBB pro. How many of you think he was natural? Now remember, Eddie has cooked up glucose tolerance. He can't handle carbs effectively now.
I'm well aware of what Eddie did, okay? He was a body, that's how he made his income. He bodybuilt, okay? This fake bodybuilding stuff, okay? So he took that, whatever. But he's not stupid about eating, at least. You understand me? He's trying to help people.
Now, and he's only in his early 60s. Why do you think that's the case?
He's trying to help people, unlike you, eat natural food. Doesn't want people to be poisoned like you, trying to poison people to make for profit, Greg.
Eddie's going to say it's because he ate processed and shit food his entire life. Do you really think that Eddie ate a horrible diet when he was a professional?
Yeah, because he ate a slave diet like everybody else, because that's how you were brought up, to eat slave food, because that's all they give us slaves to eat.
Bodybuilder competing at sub 5% body fat? Pretty sure he ate pretty good. He probably ate chicken, broccoli, and rice. What else would he eat? And so Eddie would have us believe that it's the rice, because rice is sugar. But in reality, does anyone think that Eddie did not abuse performance?
It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is now. And rice is sugar, Greg. I don't care what you say, man.
Enhancing drugs, namely steroids, growth hormone, and insulin. Raise your hand if you think he did none of these things. Not many hands out there, and those are your hands.
Nobody has. Everybody has to learn on their own. I don't know. I came into this world. My family didn't feed me. I wasn't born in nature. I was born in a city. And they fed me whatever the city people were eating. Get a slave diet. But this is what they feed us slaves. You're born into slavery. Boom. Why do you think people complain and say, oh, why was I born into poverty, in slavery? Why wasn't I born in the rich family with a golden spoon or whatever in my mouth? And have life easy. Like, how should I put it? Like the king and the queen there in England, okay? And the family, they're all born with a golden spoon. They have a nice life. Yeah. Why couldn't I have been born there? Because you're not. That's why. You're born into slavery.
Up. Are you just stretching? Because what are you, an idiot? And so what happens is when you abuse performance-enhancing drugs and you get older, your body can become kind of like a type 2 diabetic.
I don't know. Did he abuse them, Greg? What do you consider abuse exactly, Greg? Abusing enhanced performing drugs. What do you mean by abusing them? How do you abuse them exactly? Or can they abuse you? How do you abuse them?
This is caused from abusing insulin, growth hormone, and so on. And so now that you're older, rather than blaming the PEDs, it's cooler to blame the food industry. Wake the fuck up, everyone!
Can you abuse marijuana at the marijuana store, even though they're open now in every corner block? Greg, they're in every corner. There's marijuana shops opening up everywhere. How do you abuse marijuana, Greg? How would you consider that abuse? If you smoke 1, 2, 3, 5 a day? Like, what is abuse there? If you drink, what if you smoke one every single day? Is that abuse? Every single day smoking marijuana? People do drugs out there. They drink alcohol. I have friends that drink a bottle of wine every single day at the liquor store. Okay, every day they buy a bottle of wine and finish it. Is that abuse? Is that considered abuse? Like, I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Please be more. Please elaborate.
The reason I have horrible blood work has nothing to do with the fact I was 320 pounds of muscle half of my life. It has nothing to do with the fact that I was abusing these PEDs. It's because the food industry tricked me. It said I could eat carbs. Carbs are the enemy. If only you were to follow a keto or...
Yeah, sugar is the enemy, Greg. Sugar is the enemy.
carnivore diet, you'd be perfect. All health consequences would go away. And so when Eddie says that...
Yeah, if you're on a carnivore diet, all health consequences do go away. Because it doesn't have any sugar in it. And it doesn't have any toxins in it either. And it's not made out of fucking cellulose and just water. All right? It actually has all nutrients that are in there your body can absorb and use to make you strong and young and whatever. It's not deficient in any nutrient.
All carbs, all sugars are created equal. It would be like me saying that all supplements are the same. Creatine, steroid. Pre-workout, steroid. Beta-alanine, steroid.
No, they're not steroids. They're just supplements, dude. And then some may be a steroid. I don't know. Maybe you are selling steroids. Because that's what you do, don't you, Greg? Isn't that what you do?
L-citrulline, steroid. Acne Builder, steroid. CO2 Max, steroid. Turk Builder, also a steroid. Wake the fuck up. All supplements are steroids. They're all bad. Don't take any of them.
He never said that. You are saying that. I don't know what you're talking about. He never said that.
Would you think that's a fair statement? Steroids are bad. Don't take steroids. Remember, never, ever
He never said that, Greg. You are saying that.
break the law and only use steroids with the advice and consent from your own doctor, and I am not a doctor. But if I made a post on Instagram and said, all supplements are steroids, and someone in the comment section said, actually, creatine isn't a steroid. It's been approved. It's been safe. WADA doesn't back.
Not all supplements are steroids. Whatever, man. I don't know which ones are legal steroids out there that you could buy. Steroids were legal one time. Then they became illegal, class, whatever, drug this, that. I don't know which ones are or aren't. But supplements, but real supplements are not steroids. Okay, dude? But those foods that he listed as being sugar, they are all sugar. They convert to sugar in your body one way or another. They're sugar because they either convert to sugar or they are sugar and they go in your body. Okay, dude?
And it's not a steroid. All supplements are steroids. If I said that, what would you think?
Yeah, but all supplements don't turn into steroids when they go in your body. You understand me? But all food that he knocked off there on the list, either they are sugar or they convert to sugar in your body. Get it, Greg? The supplements, they don't convert to steroids in your body. Get it, dude?
You'd probably write a comment. I don't agree with you, Coach Greg. And then somebody would make a video about Coach Greg and say, Coach Greg said that all supplements are steroids. I disagree. You'd say, oh, you're using them for clout. You're using Coach Greg for clout. You're jealous. You're a hater. Am I a hater or am I an educator? Just because they rhyme doesn't mean they're too...
You're not an educator. You're just a guy that screams really loud like a clown. People find you very entertaining. That's all. They're crazy. There's a lot of crazy people out there that want to watch Coach Greg.
One the same. And so you guys really think that the average person can't handle eating a blueberry? That tomatoes are going to somehow ruin your body? That the grapes, it's just sugar, that there's no...
It is. It's all sugar. It's all sugar.
Antioxidants, that there's no nutritional value whatsoever.
Antioxidants? Yeah, there's antioxidants in there, but guess what? It's to protect the plants from UV destruction and a bunch of other stuff, oxidation and stuff, the plant itself. But when you eat it, those antioxidants in the plants, they're harmful to you, get it? They're poisonous. Yeah, they destroy you. They don't antioxidant you, they destroy you when you eat them.
Whatsoever.
Does this sound familiar?
Well, at the Hall of Justice.
What a clown, eh?
And so what's happening is Eddie Abbew's fame, it's getting to his head. I've seen him out walking in public, people taking photos of him, greeting him, telling him, hey, tell us the line. Wake the cook, wake the cook, wake the cook. This is shit. He never reached this level of fame when he was a professional bodybuilder. Apparently anyone knew him. Did you know of Eddie Abbew before he said this is shit? I did, but did you? And so the fame's gotten to his head. And how do you increase?
Does it really matter? How about you? How did you get famous? I didn't even know about you 2-3 years ago. You had a shit channel. I remember seeing your channel once. I bypassed it. It was garbage. And then all of a sudden you started screaming and yelling in that little room, in that little apartment of yours. You started screaming and yelling, and you were poor with that little broken down car. And then all of a sudden your channel took off. You started screaming and yelling, and I guess your brother-in-law made you some thumbnails that got better and better and better, and you just screamed and yelled.
The fame, you say more and more redonkulous things.
Oh, and plus it took you 20 years to get a pro card.
He has more followers than Coach Greg. He's doing amazing. But just because I call him out doesn't mean I'm jealous or envious. I have all that I need in my life. I don't need to be Eddie Abbew. And one thing I do have is my health. I would argue that Eddie does not. And so the problem is people are not smart enough.
Maybe you're lucky. You're lucky so far, Greg. I don't know. You still have your health. Maybe you're lucky. Who knows? Some people are not so lucky. But then again, you never know. You may die tomorrow or on your 50th birthday. Maybe your luck it'll give out sooner or later, and your health will go.
Have to understand the good from the bad, the positive from the negative. And so whatever Eddie Abbew says, people think, oh, that's great information. He's a nurse. What they don't understand is some of the stuff that he says is good, but some of it is bad. And what he's doing here is fear mongering.
No, he's not. He's telling the truth. This is artificial food, and that's it. It's man-made and it's fake.
No circumstances should any of you think that fruit is sugar, fructose is bad. The fructose you get from fruit.
It is bad. What do you think is going to happen when you feed your dog that? This human food stuff. The same thing that happens to humans. They're going to become diabetic, sick. They're going to get chronic diseases. The dog, he's going to get fat and a bunch of other stuff. So how do you return them to homeostasis? How do you return humans to homeostasis? How do you restore them? Easy. Put them back on their natural diet. What's that? Animals, like dogs. If you take them to the veterinary, at least the vet will tell you, hey, man, feed them meat. Stop feeding him that human food. Bang. And then the dog returns to homeostasis and all the problems go away. The same with humans, but your doctor won't tell you that. He treats you worse than whatever the veterinary would treat your dog. He just puts you on medicine. He doesn't tell you to eat your natural diet.
Fruits is healthy. You should eat more fruit in your diet, and for the vast majority of people, 99%,
I'm going to tell you people right now from experience, do not eat more fruit. It nearly destroyed me and my mitochondria. It will weaken you. It will weaken your mitochondria. It'll destroy them. And it could shorten your lifespan because without mitochondria, they're the batteries that keep you alive, bro. They're the energy sources in your body. If they go, you go. And I'm telling you, and everything else will go along with it. You won't be able to build muscle. You won't be able to do anything or lift heavy or do anything if your mitochondria are somehow damaged with fructose from these stupid fruits.
It's going to be a net positive. The problem is many people think keto.
What an asshole. He eats that shit, crunch, that gross shit, and then he shows meat, which is amazing. Isn't that making you hungry? What would you rather have? A handful of grapes or this steak? This steak, bro.
Carnivore, that is the answer. That's the secret to weight loss. After all, when I went...
That's not the secret to anything. That's the secret to your natural diet. Carnivore is the secret to your natural diet and being healthy and strong. That's the secret. There you go.
Low carb, I lost a lot of weight. Little did I know that the reason for that is because carbs hold 3 times their weight in water. And so when you go on a low carb diet, you're losing...
No, carbohydrates are sugar, cellulose, and anti-nutrients. That's all they are. What's sugar? Is that a mineral or vitamin or something? No, absolutely not. What is it? It's a drug. It's made from plants.
A lot of water. You see the scale weight go down, you're thinking, wow, I burn off so much fat. But
think about it. When you go to the gym, try to go on your natural diet, natural carnivore, meat and seafood diet, and go lift weights and do a whole bunch of stuff. Try to see how strong you can get doing that. Lifting a heavy weight, like that type of strength, like lifting a heavy weight, practicing at lifting weights. And then take a bunch of carbs after, like the sugar stuff, carbs and everything, and then go lift those weights. Notice that you could lift heavier. Why is it? Because it's a drug. The drug is exuding its power by allowing you to lift heavier. That's what it's doing, because it's a drug, dude. That's why a lot of people say, oh, if I was on carbohydrates, I could lift heavy right now, but I'm cutting right now, or whatever the fuck they're talking about. And they go, I don't feel so strong. No, you don't feel so strong because you were on drugs. You just didn't know it the whole time.
You did is you dehydrated your body. You lost water weight. Thanks, Eddie. I've started eating cardboard. And Eddie is more quick to jump on sugar as being bad for you than cardboard. Fruit sugar isn't the same as cereal sugar, LOL. Nothing from...
Yes, it is. It's the same thing. It's sugar. They just said it's not the same sugar as cereal sugar. He just said it was sugar, so it must be sugar. This is so dumb. Oh, nothing from Mother Earth is bad. It's not from Mother Earth, you idiot. It's man-made. Mother Earth is out there in nature. More morons on this planet. They must be so fucking dumb.
Mother Earth is bad. And so think of it. It grows naturally in nature, a strawberry,
They do not grow naturally in nature. He's lying. Guys, he's lying to you. They do not grow naturally in nature. They are engineered on farms, which is destroying the planet.
potato, some rice, all bad. It's sugar. Remember, our bodies have evolved to be
It's sugar. It's sugar. That's exactly what he said. What he said is absolutely correct. It's sugar. Wait, our bodies have what? Evolved? What did you say?
able to use sugar. Now, let me ask you.
No, our bodies have not evolved to use sugar. He's fucking stupid. I'm going to go back on this one. Hold on.
Remember, our bodies have evolved to be able to use sugar. Now,
He's lying. Our bodies haven't evolved to use use sugar. This is bullshit. It's a drug. You're taking in drugs. Have our bodies evolved to smoking marijuana? Have they evolved to drinking alcohol? No, that's why you're buzzed out of your mind. You haven't evolved to do any of these things. They exude their effects on you differently, these drugs, like sugar. It's a drug. It just the reflection of it, how it affects you is different. It doesn't give you a buzz, but it gives you a high in this weird energy stuff and strength and energy and whatever. But it's different. It's different. It works differently. But you haven't evolved to use it. Really, you haven't. It'll destroy you over time. You're tolerating it. Your body's tolerating it. That's what's happening. And then your insulin is going super high. You're on the verge of becoming diabetics, the whole population. And people do become diabetics, and they actually die young because of sugar.
let me ask you this, Eddie. When I'm in my bike race, 73 kilometers, of which I'm doing in under 2 hours, burning close to 2,000 calories, and I'm starting to run low on energy, should
You haven't evolved to use any of these things. Your body hasn't evolved to use steroids, these artificial foods, these artificial man-made foods, the processed foods, fucking engineered foods. Your body has not evolved to be using them. It's a lie. That's like saying a dog, he's evolved to eating these fruits and vegetables. What? He eats meat.
I then eat an egg, perhaps 6 eggs? Or do you think my body would prefer sugar? And so if I'm in that bike race and I pull out and eat a banana, you going to try to tell me that this is...
Your body doesn't prefer sugar. Well, science, when science talks, when they talk about this, about mitochondria, they say that the preferred energy source is from animal fat. You do much better on animal fat. Here's the thing, the more animal fat you eat, the leaner you shall get, the better you shall function energy-wise. You'll be a different person. There's a difference the way you feel on animal fat than eating the sugar all the time. You just don't know it because you haven't experimented with it, because all of you are still eating a slave diet. Sugar, to put you to work, to go to work harder than the last time. You're on drugs and you're forced to work like a donkey. Do you understand me? They feed you a slave diet full of sugar so that they can squeeze blood out of a stone. You.
bad, that it's better that I just consume whole eggs, that I fast every other day, and that Eddie eats over 3,000 calories a day, but yet, have you noticed how often...
Look, he's got amazing food here. Eggs, and I think there's fish there. Yeah, eggs and some seafood there, right? Mackerel. This is amazing, mackerel and eggs. Now that is food, bro. Yeah.
he says he eats? Have you noticed he breaks his fast, 10 eggs and some tomato soup, a little bit of paste on it? How is he eating all those calories? Is in the second meal of that day he's eating...
Why would he need to fast? He's eating really good food here.
If you search Google for the
Sorry about that.
Calories. Is in the second meal of that day he's eating 2,000 plus calories, and he's going on certain fasts. He's eating every other day sometimes. What is his diet actually like in the real world? Eddie, you have a duty, as you've made a lot of people listen, young and old. So when you post shit that is full of agenda to suit a fake narrative, it's pretty sad to see. Eating blueberries certainly ain't the same as having a bowl of fortified cereal. Please post the good on fire post again. This is just trash talk. And so it's not...
What cereal? Where is cereal? Cereal doesn't grow out in nature. What is he talking about? It's processed by man. They've taken a bunch of seeds and some hay and grass, and they processed it and they made it into a cereal and they fed it to you because they just don't want to see you bend down on your knees grazing on grass like cows. So what do? They cut it themselves and then they process it and make it into these products called cereals, and then they feed it to you. The seeds, the bushes, the grass, the long pieces of green things growing out of the ground, they grabbed them and chopped them and then fed them to you. And then you go, oh yeah, this is great. People are crazy.
Just me. Other people are starting to wake the fuck up and realize that Eddie is a meme. He's a joke in the fitness industry.
Nah, you're a joke, Eddie. I mean, Greg's a joke, man. What the fuck?
Nonsense and misleading. Fruit is extremely good for your health and
Fruit is extremely good for your health. So what's so good? Let's see what's so healthy about fruit. Sugar, cellulose, and water and toxins. Wow, that's really healthy for you. That's really healthy. Wow, okay. There's no vitamins or minerals or anything in there that you can use in these apples. They're going to tell you vitamin C. Yeah, how are you going to absorb it when it's anti-nutrient? And it's full of sugar in there. It makes you insulin resistant. If you're insulin resistant, you can't load any amino acids into the cells. You can't absorb any of this stuff. It's anti-nutrient.
robust evidence shows that. Stop demonizing food that is good for people without
Stop demonizing man-made engineered food? Okay, yes, Greg.
evidence. People are already confused with nutrition without this kind of misinformation.
They're not confused. They're just marketed to these slaves. These slaves are confused because they want the slaves to be confused. The people that control you want you slaves to be confused. That's the whole point, Greg.
And then we have fools in the comment section saying, how are people even arguing about this in the comments? There are.
Well, this just goes to show you how dumb people are out there. See that? How brainwashed these slaves are and how easy it is to brainwash slaves, dude. That's insane.
Wrong. You really think that fruit is bad for us?
Yeah, engineered fruit is bad for you. A carnivore should not be eating those things. They didn't say you couldn't eat it. Even dogs will eat it. If you feed it to them, they'll eat anything. You know that? If you half starve them and don't feed them any meat, they'll eat that. Sure. And guess what will happen to them? They'll get sick. They'll get fat, Greg. That'll happen to them because they're just like us, carnivores.
I mean, imagine what Abby Sharp would say. Remember Abby Sharp, the shark
Abby Sharp is a piece of crap, okay?
attack lady? She should do a video talking about why Eddie Abbew's information is nonsense. And just because somebody like Coach Greg's calling out...
No, Greg wants you to believe it's nonsense because he can't sell his cookbook. Here's the thing. If Greg knocks all this stuff, your slave diet as being crap, then his cookbook would be null and void. It wouldn't work because he relies on you eating those slave foods. Get it? And his cookbook is based on all of that, eating sugar all day. Look at the last video he did, the blueberries for breakfast, the yogurts, the sugar all day, the sugar diet, the bread and all this weird kind of slave diet food, whatever he's eating there. So if you go to his last video, what he was eating, it's a slave diet. He can't sell his cookbook. It wouldn't be marketable to you. And you wouldn't do exercise. Here's the thing. If you were to be on your natural carnivore diet, your natural animal diet, okay, you as a human, then he doesn't have anything to market you. You wouldn't need to exercise. You exercise because you're eating a slave diet. You understand me? It's pushing you to do that. They fed that to slaves to keep them working. And so they keep you working by even getting you to go to a gym for whatever reason, even though it's not working for any of you. And then you complain about all these fake natties and whatever, and this guy's a fake natty, but he's on drugs. Because it's just all bullshit what the people are doing out there. It's a lot of nonsense and bullshit. Like I said, you wouldn't buy his cookbook if he was to tell you, yeah, I'm sorry guys, if Greg had to actually tell you the truth, he can't make money, so he has to sell you on lies.
Eddie Abbeu doesn't mean I'm jealous.
The truth is not marketable, but lies are.
It means I'm smart. I know enough to call out the bullshit from people who are very...
He is very smart, Greg, to call out the truthful people as bullshit so that he could sell his anabolic death book upon you. Hello? And his fitness plans.
famous. If I call it
Oh, and his phony supplements as well.
bullshit of somebody that has no views whatsoever, you're not going to watch as many videos. But when I tell you that fruit
Yes, it's very healthy for you. Eat more fruits and vegetables. Eat lots of sugar, toxins, these fucking poisons that are in there, the toxins and the cellulose, which you can't digest. Eat more of it, a lot of it, yes. Eat bread full of sugar and fiber made from seeds that are made from wheat and plants and stuff. Would you go out in nature and eat wheat raw? Would you like start munching on it? Are you a cow? No. So what do? They process it and make it into these cute little products. Make them soft and mushy. They add sugar to it, make it nice and sugary and sweet and everything. They add sweet shit to everything because it tastes like shit. Plants taste they're toxic. They taste poisonous, and so they taste bad. So they put sugar in it and make it taste good to you. Get it? And so you keep buying it and you get addicted to it at the same time. You keep eating these things. They all taste the same. You can't recognize it. They all taste the same. Sugar. Get it, man? Yeah.
is healthy, of which does it not seem that I'm making it abundantly clear that fruit is something that you should eat, that I included in my freaking...
Did I tell you, isn't it abundantly clear you should be eating a lot of fruit, a lot of sugar? Yeah, guys, I've been telling you. Didn't I not tell you it's in my anabolic death book? See?
Cookbook that if you eat more fruits and vegetables, of course, it's going to help you to lose weight, keep it off for the rest of your life. And so what people are going to say is...
If you eat more of that, you're going to lose weight or whatever and keep it off for the rest of your life. No, you're not. In order for your body to return to homeostasis, it can only return when you do something that is natural. But if you're doing things that are unnatural, if you're eating things that are unnatural to your body, then you will not return to homeostasis. So to lose weight and be normal, you have to return to homeostasis by eating your natural diet. It's like steroids. Steroids takes you out of homeostasis. When you stop the drugs like steroids and the sugar drugs and everything, your body returns to what? Homeostasis. That's why when you see these compilations of these people that were like eating these weird diets, carbohydrates and everything, sugar all day, they were all fat, looked ugly and nasty, whatever, these women. They didn't use exercise to return their bodies to homeostasis. Their bodies returned to homeostasis automatically and became feminine again. That's why they showed the before and after pictures, see? That's why Oprah's diet is never sustainable, because she's not on her natural diet. They never put her on a natural diet. They always put her on some phony shit. So she's always getting big and small, because she lowers the calories, eating the fake food, and then she increases them back again, and then she blows up like a balloon.
Greg, he's telling you not to eat processed food. This is good. Why are you
Greg is definitely an ectomorph, for sure. He's an ectomorph. So, it doesn't really affect too much the ectomorph people eating so much certain foods. Other body types are more affected.
him? It's because of what else he's saying. Everyone knows that eating a bunch of shit food, junk food every day is not healthy. We already know it. He's stating the opposite.
What is junk food exactly? What is junk food made from? Think about it. What is this so-called junk food that he says shouldn't be eating it? What's junk food made from? It's made from these artificial plants and fruits. That's what it's made from, the junk food. Because it's junk food. It's all junk food.
Obvious. But then he goes out and says other things, and people believe that that is true. Just because you say 9 things in a row that are true doesn't mean the 10th thing that you're going to say is also true.
So are you admitting that 9 things is true, but only 1 thing is not true that he says? Is that what you're saying, Greg? See? Greg's even admitting that what Abbew's saying is true.
That is ridiculous. And so when he says fruit is bad for you, that all foods here listed are sugar, it's not true. If you want to see Eddie Abbew...
They are all sugar, what he listed there. What are you talking about? He listed everything there. It's all sugar.
Bait Coach Greg on any of this, I'm welcome to do so at any time. He will not do it. He does not dare, because he will not be able to answer your questions. He will just say...
Yes, he will.
The food is shit. I will give you reason.
He's not going to just say the food is shit. He's going to tell you that the reason why it's shit. Because it's sugar. It's sugar. That's what it is. Sugar is sugar, and meat is meat, is nutrients. Nutrients are nutrients, and sugar is sugar. Get it? Yeah, Greg, you understand me?
That's why it's not. He will not know what to say. He will say, it's shit. He'll say, wake up. Saying a bunch of curse words doesn't make you smart, doesn't make you knowledgeable.
Well, you haven't said anything yet. You just keep saying that it's healthy for you. In what way are these fruits and vegetables, how are they healthy for you, Greg? You never mentioned. What are you gonna answer? Oh, they're just healthy for you. You have to eat fruits and vegetables because they're healthy for you. I have to eat them because they're healthy for me? In what way are they fucking healthy for me, you fucking manlet? In what fucking way, you piece of shit?
It makes you a fool. And so if you want to believe him, go.
Nah, man. You are a fool, and you're fooling the other people that are out there because you want them to believe your fucking nonsense. If you were a good person, you would fucking tell us what the fuck makes those fruits and vegetables so fucking healthy, you piece of shit. You understand me, dude? You understand, dude?
Go ahead and believe him. I tried. I did my best. In the meantime, I'm going to keep eating my
Your phony fucking death book.
fruit. I'm going to keep racing bikes, and I'm going to continue to be honest. And so, please, all the haters, write whatever you want in the
Yeah, be fucking honest, man. You fucking piece of shit.
comment sections. Don't care making the video. Subscribe.
Fuck off.
Click the bell button. Comment to boost the algorithm.
Don't hit the bell button. Don't fucking boost the algorithm for this piece of shit. Don't fucking do anything. If you do it, it's because you're a genetic failure and you're fucking easily brainwashed and dumb. And this fucking Pied Piper has led you down the fucking whatever, the fucking field, down the fucking right off the cliff, dude. You understand me? All you fucking people. You're all fucking minions on his fucking channel. All of you minions believe this shit that he tells you. It's garbage. It's garbage. It's fucking garbage. I don't know, man. If you liked my video, like and subscribe, support the channel, comment down below, and tell me what you think about that. It does help the algorithm. Get it, man? But this piece of shit, I wouldn't take anything that he says with whatever, man. Just fuck him, man. I'll see you in the next one. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. It helps.
Like the video if you liked it. Watch one of those two bloops, and of course, the cookbooks, the Circle Diet book.
Yeah, the Circle Diet, the cookbooks, and all the garbage, man. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.